Behind every closed gate, wealth asks what privacy truly costs. In Los Angeles, silence can be the loudest architectural statement. A mansion becomes meaningful only when access begins to narrow. Kylie Jenner's homes turn privacy into a visible business language. The collection is less fantasy than carefully managed public distance. Every driveway hints at protection, branding, family, and market timing. Luxury begins here before the front door ever opens to cameras. The first clue is not size, but controlled visibility itself. Her portfolio grew near the neighborhoods that shaped her childhood. For celebrity families, geography can become a protective emotional system. Before billion-dollar beauty headlines, there was a Calabasas starter mansion. She bought young, but the first purchase already signaled independence. The Tuscan-style house reportedly cost $2.7 million back in 2015. At 17, ownership turned adolescence into a managed public threshold. Black floors and white walls gave youth a harder edge. The glam room made beauty work part of residential architecture. Even the first home separated performance from ordinary domestic life. She listed the house quickly, proving attachment was negotiable in fame. The early sales showed property could move with personal reinvention. It was the opening bid. Hidden Hills brought her closer to family, security, and familiarity. The first Hidden Hills mansion reportedly cost around $6 million. Its Cape Cod language softened the distance created by gates. Mountain views mattered, because privacy often lives beyond the backyard. Theater, wine cellar, and garage signaled a don't-scale arrival at home. The property sold later, but the neighborhood kept its pull. Then came the next-door house, reportedly bought for business use. A private office beside home blurred company and personal territory. Kylie Cosmetics needed rooms, not just products, to project scale. That office sale showed expansion could be precise and temporary. By late 2016, a larger Hidden Hills statement emerged publicly. The reported $12 million purchase became her grown-up design canvas next. 13,000 square feet changed privacy into curated atmosphere at scale. Martin Lawrence Bullard helped translate identity into highly personal rooms. Color became strategy, not decoration, inside the reported redesign project. Pink, mirrors, and drawers turned personal taste into working infrastructure. The glam room suggested beauty could require architectural measurement itself. Old Hollywood references met a very modern social media gaze inside. Family life quietly altered the plan before cameras could explain. A nursery and playroom made the mansion less performative, more human. Public images revealed color but not the pressure behind it. A home can express youth while guarding exhaustion from view. The brighter rooms carried a private demand for softness beneath pressure. Her design language resisted the colder minimalism surrounding celebrity wealth. Customized closets revealed how commerce follows the body back home. The more personal the room, the more controlled its visibility. Hidden Hills worked because familiarity could still feel fortified enough. Inside the gates, family proximity became part of the architecture. It was carefully chosen nearness instead. The collection kept returning to the same emotional map repeatedly. In 2017, land quietly became the next form of possibility. A vacant lot carried ideas before a house existed there. Reported plans mentioned gardens or horses, then disappeared quietly later. The land sold later, leaving a profit-shaped footprint behind quietly. Sometimes luxury means not building, but reserving options for later. Vacant acreage can speak louder than furnished marble rooms sometimes. The economics of restraint are rarely photographed, but always present. Every unbuilt plan reveals desire meeting timing and practical limits. Her portfolio shows appetite, revision, and geographic patience over time. In 2018, Beverly Hills introduced a different kind of stage. Jenner and Travis Scott reportedly bought it for $13.5 million. The hillside estate carried skyline views and investment logic together. Built in 1971, it was later extensively remodeled for privacy. Warm neutrals replaced spectacle with a more adult visual grammar. Oak floors and imported stone shaped quiet, expensive restraint inside. The long gated driveway created a rival before the house appeared. Family space and market value occupied the same address together. Later, the mansion entered the public selling cycle again publicly. Its listing price began much higher than later reductions showed. The Beverly Hills house was listed at $21.9 million initially. price cuts revealed that celebrity ownership cannot control market gravity. By 2024, the asking price had fallen again publicly too. Public fascination met the colder astrometric of luxury resale markets. The listing was eventually removed, leaving questions rather than closure. Even glamorous homes must negotiate timing, appetite, and buyer psychology. Value here was not only architecture, but narrative friction too. Behind every price cut sits a quieter market conversation elsewhere. Palm Springs brought the family's desert rhythm into her portfolio. A trust linked to Jenner reportedly bought La Quinta land. The Madison Club setting suggested privacy through community design itself. Desert, luxury, depends on distance, sun, security, and profound stillness. Reported plans described a large single-story custom residence there eventually. In the desert, scale reads differently under hard afternoon light. Golf club quiet replaced city drama with controlled resort calm there. The lot sat near family, extending the familiar protective geography. Custom construction turns patience into an expensive emotional asset slowly. Here, privacy feels horizontal, spreading across sand and shadow lines. Holmby Hills marked her largest reported purchase to date then. The 2020 deal was reported at $36.5 million publicly then. Concrete, glass, and courtyards replace softness with controlled geometry there. The home reportedly spans more than 15,000 square feet. Its single-story plan turned openness into privacy resistant to exposure. Sliding glass walls made the courtyard feel cinematic and contained. 2 guest apartments complicated the line between hosting and seclusion. The long pool became a visual axis of control outside. Sports courts and theaters made entertainment possible without leaving home. Modern celebrity luxury often means building the outside world inside. The Holmby property carried a fortress feeling without theatrical excess. 12-foot walls reportedly guarded the industrial modern compound from exposure directly. Privacy became measurable, almost architectural, almost financial and operational too. The courtyard organized water, fire, dining, and distance together quietly. Concrete can feel cold, but here it promised protection instead. Luxury was expressed through sightlines, not ornament or noise alone. A designer treadmill became less fitness tool than cultural signal. Family photographs softened the fortress without dissolving its boundaries completely. The house turned controlled sharing into another interior design choice. By late 2025, Holmby Hills returned to market publicly again. The listing reportedly asked $48 million for the compound. That price reframed the home as both shelter and asset. Real estate becomes biography when each listing edits the past. The market judged concrete, privacy, celebrity, and timing together carefully. A mansion can be personal and still prepared for exit. The sale followed reports of a new Hidden Hills compound. Moving on can look like upgrading, or simply recentering elsewhere. The portfolio shifted again toward the family's familiar gated orbit. Holmby Hills became a chapter, not the final address there. In 2020, another Hidden Hills land purchase quietly mattered deeply. The 5-acre lot reportedly cost around $15 million then. Plans mentioned a main house, guest house, garage, and security base. An 18,000 square foot proposal suggested privacy at compound scale there eventually. Reported construction progress turned speculation into visible architectural mass later. Olive trees later suggested a softer shield around the estate. Land this large changes silence into a design material itself. The planned garage signaled cars as collection, storage, and theater. A security base revealed the operational side of celebrity living. Here, home becomes household, workplace, retreat, and protected perimeter together. Hidden Hills remains powerful because family history already lives there. The new compound suggests return, not escape, from origin itself. Celebrity wealth often circles back to emotionally legible ground again. The largest homes can still be about childhood geography first. Behind the plan sits a desire for predictable privacy daily. That desire costs more when every movement becomes content public. Architecture responds by widening distance and controlling approach from view. Estate scale turns ordinary routines into managed logistical choreography daily. Every gate separates comfort from the economy watching it outside. The collection reveals how fame changes the meaning of home. Owning multiple mansions does not remove the need for refuge. It can multiply maintenance, taxes, staffing, and invisible decisions daily. Luxury real estate is beautiful because it hides its machinery. Security cameras, service corridors, and ledgers rarely appear in photographs. Carrying costs make silence one of the expensive features there. Each house asks whether privacy is comfort or performance first. Listings expose private dreams to public measurement again quietly. The mansion collection becomes a portfolio of controlled vulnerability too. Every room must serve image, family, business, or escape simultaneously. That burden is heavier than marble surfaces suggest from outside. Her homes show status, but also a negotiation with exposure. Calabasas gave independence. Hidden Hills gave proximity and protection later. Beverly Hills tested investment against the patience of buyers publicly. Palm Springs offered distance inside a curated desert community there. Holmby Hills converted concrete into privacy, scale, and spectacle simultaneously. The newest compound returns the story to controlled belonging again. Across every address, the question remains strangely intimate and unresolved. How much space is required before a person feels unseen? The gates answer physically, but never emotionally for anyone inside. That is the quiet luxury these mansions cannot fully buy.